Hi everyone, welcome back to another review. As usual, I've just pressed record on my camera and all my neighbours have decided to have a street party, so you're probably going to hear all their business over the next 10 minutes. As you've seen from the title, today I'm going to be reviewing the Shapermint Shapewear. I kept seeing this advert on Instagram and YouTube constantly. Basically every single video that I clicked on, I was getting this advert, and today I was trying to find it so that I could record it and show you a little clip of it up here. But for some reason I can't find it anywhere. If by any chance I find it before I post this video, then I will put a clip of it here, but I did find some other similar ones. The advert that I kept seeing for these was just the same as usual. A woman standing there and she's got on her bodycon dress or her jeans and her tucked in top, and she's like and you can see all her fat hanging over her jeans, and then she puts the shapewear on and she's miraculously totally changes shape and she looks amazing. So because I had seen this constantly and it was being battered into my brain and I was basically being brainwashed, I thought I'll click on this and I'll see how much it costs, because I did have a party coming up, so I thought I would check it out to see if it was any good. When I first clicked on the link, it said that these were like $45 or $50 down to $19. Now I've clicked on this link several times and I've never seen these actually being sold for the higher amount. So it's just one of those usual scams that you see where they say that something's worth a lot more than what it is. I decided to try the Shaper pants and I added them to my basket. Once I put in all my details, it says that postage was going to be over £10, and I thought to myself, do you know what, these might be good, but I could literally go to Primark and buy a pair of pants like this for £10, so I'm not willing to spend that much money on them. After that, I started constantly getting emails saying you can get a further 10% off, you can get a further 20% off, here's free postage, blah blah blah, and it was just non-stop emails off them. Now I know that you can unsubscribe or block emails, but I didn't bother and I just left it. So once I got the email saying that I was getting free postage, I thought, right, I might as well try it because I was willing to give them a go. I ordered the size extra large to extra extra large, and while I was waiting on these being delivered, I watched a couple of reviews on YouTube, and everybody was saying that they thought that these looked really small, so I was worried that they weren't going to fit me. I've actually got other shapewear from other places and I kind of expected it to be similar to that, because as you'll probably know, sometimes when you wear the pants it'll like cut your bum in half and it'll look as if you've got two bum cheeks on the one side, and sometimes it like sticks into your hair and it makes your fat just all roll over the top, or the pants roll down, and some of them just aren't really good. It just takes the fat from one place and moves it to another place and it just looks weird. However, all the reviews that I seen on these were quite good, so I had high hopes for them. Over a week had passed and I still hadn't received my delivery, so I messaged them, and to be honest, anytime I emailed them with questions, they got back to me really quickly, so their customer service was quite good. They told me that delivery should be expected within about 15 working days, which is a bit longer than what I was expecting, but luckily I had ordered these way in advance of the party that I was going to go to, because if they didn't look good under my dress I was going to have to buy a whole new outfit. So my order finally arrived after about 15 working days in this plastic bag. Inside you get the pants inside this little plastic resealable bag, and you also get a catalogue with their other items in it, and in this you get a code for a discount off future purchases. While I was waiting on my package to arrive, I all of a sudden started to notice that I was seeing the exact same ad being used for different shapewear products. Now I've been seeing this a lot with like hair straighteners and makeup products, and basically one company that's got a good product makes an advert and then all these other companies steal their advert and say that it's their product that's being used. So I started to kind of wonder if Shapermint had stole this advert from another company, or if it was the other way around. It's been really agitating me lately when I've been seeing adverts for hair straighteners and I know fine well that the product in the video isn't what's being sold. So I thought to myself, what if I have bought this off this advert and it turns out it's not even the same product? I'm going to be absolutely raging. Another thing that really bothers me about all shapewear ads is that the woman's normally standing there in the before video, and she's standing and her jeans are like underneath her belly and they're too small, so her jeans are pushing her belly up and making her look fatter. Or sometimes she's standing there with the shapewear down and she's getting ready to pull it up, so once again the shapewear is just underneath her belly and it's pushing it all up, and making everything fall out the sides and making it look worse. So obviously when you pull up the shapewear, it's going to smooth you out and make you look better. But regardless of that, I bought these anyway and just hoped for the best. I bought these in skin tone, and the dress that I was planning on wearing these with was quite tight and it was right down to the ground. Now personally, I know that I'm too fat to wear a bodycon dress, but because this dress was long, I thought it would not look as bad. I tried on the dress without the shapewear and I looked in the mirror from the front and the side to get an idea of my size and shape. Then I put the pants on and I looked again to see this miraculous transformation that I was expecting, because in the advert they put it on and it's like, wow, they've just like went down 3 dress sizes and they look amazing and toned, and they're all saying, oh, when you put these pants on they're so comfortable and you feel toned and you feel amazing. So I was like, right, okay, let's see then. So when I put it on and I looked in the front, my waist did look a bit smaller, just a bit smaller, and then when I turned to the side, I felt as if I didn't look any thinner. If anything, it smoothed out the shape of my belly. I actually lifted it up a bit and then smoothed it out, but it doesn't flatten it, it doesn't hold it in flat whatsoever. But what I will say is that this does stay up. It doesn't roll down like the way some pants do. Like this tiny wee bit at the top here will maybe roll down like that a wee bit, but the whole thing doesn't roll down. Your fat doesn't explode out the top of it. You don't have fat exploding out the sides. Your bum's not like cut into a weird shape or anything like that, and they are comfortable. But for me, these didn't transform my shape at all. They just made my belly look higher and smoother, just a bit smoother, and it didn't blow my mind at all. So just for the sake of science, I thought that I would try these on for you with my jeans and my tucked in top, my before and after video, so that you can see this amazing transformation that's just going to absolutely blow your mind and make you think that I've been on a diet for the past 2 years. This is me without the shapewear. This is how I would normally wear my t-shirt, not tucked in. Now I'm going to tuck it in because according to all shapewear adverts, this is how women dress these days. I'm a UK size 16, US size 12. I'm going to turn round and show you my figure from all angles. Pay close attention to the shape of my belly when I stand to the side. Time for the miraculous transformation. With the shapewear on, I felt like it lifted my stomach area and smoothed it out just a little bit, and I actually think that it made the back of me look worse underneath the bra strap area. Let me know in the comments section what you think. Of course I have to do the little dance at the end that they all do when they're so happy with their transformation. So there you go. In my opinion, that's not exactly anything special. When I was looking up some of these adverts earlier, I was reading the comments and they were all really nasty, and people were saying, this is catfishing, this is disgusting, imagine taking this woman home and then she takes off her pants and you see how fat she is, or try going to a gym, try dieting, blah blah blah. And it was all just really nasty comments. And for me, shapewear isn't about catfishing anybody. It was literally just about putting on a dress and looking better in it. And as you can see, this shapewear is not catfishing whatsoever. It didn't even make me look as if I'd lost weight. It literally just smoothed my belly out a little bit. Now, all the other reviews that I've seen on these are really good, so I don't really know. Maybe products just don't like to work for me, or maybe I'm just too fussy. I realise that this might seem like a negative review, but it's actually a neutral one. These do have a lot of positives, like they don't roll down, your fat doesn't squeeze out all the other areas, and they're reasonably comfortable. But on the negative side, they don't really act like shapewear. As you've seen, they didn't really make me look any thinner, and they only changed the shape of my belly slightly. It wasn't anything like the results on the commercial, but you know, what is? I'm definitely not going to tell you that you should not buy these. If you've had your eye on them for a while and you want to try them out, then go ahead. But just remember, as soon as you put these into your cart, you're going to be bombarded with emails. Then once you buy them, you're going to be bombarded with even more emails, and it's just never ending. Obviously, the best way for me to look good in my clothes is just to lose weight, because shapewear just doesn't do it for me at all. Let me know in the comments section if you've tried these or anything like them and what you thought of them. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Bye! Just so you know, I didn't wear the shapewear to the party. I ended up wearing my gym leggings under my dress.